Are we live? Cool. I'm live. All right. All right, Keith. Going into this boxing session we had. This had to be the late July. The purpose of this session was to bring in the concept of flow. Um, and this is something where even me myself, I haven't completely mastered this type of ability yet. But this is something that I really want you to get a glimpse of once you start really getting deeper into your boxing journey, that there's really no such thing as mistakes more so than there is being out of flow. um, I even said it before in the beginning of the sessions, like really focus on having an outer experience, which means getting out of your mind and allowing your body to naturally flow into what is supposed to be happening, right? Let's see, I'm just gonna go to parts that I can make sense of this, right? I guess this is a good part right here, right? So notice the movements that are kind of happening right now, right? Let's go bounce. Notice how in everything ooh, it's already the end of the round. Okay, let's go. See if we go a little further. Hmm. That's when you got gas. I had to cut that one too. All right. Ah, example. I can go here to this one. All right. So yeah, cut that piece up a little bit. Now, going here into basically a Philly shell or a low lead hand, right? And throwing my jab. Notice I throw it once, I throw it twice, slow it down. So slow it 3 times. What I noticed that you actually did right, and again, this is without kind of really thinking, is that you brought your right hand out way too far. Again, when you wipe the jab, you wipe the nose. I was able to react, get you to react, boom, caught you with the left hook over the top. Right? So I don't think let's see, did you react off the first jab? Let me see. Right? And this is something that I really want you to adopt too, right? Is understanding and reading your opponent, right? So you backed up a little bit. You're like, oh snap, there's that jab, right? So what do? You get back into catching your jab, right? Which is good. Caught the jab. But if you notice how far you caught the jab, way out here, that's nowhere near the nose, right? Nowhere near, right? And I did a system check on that, right? So the first time it got through, but I didn't want to make contact. Second one, you caught it, hand was kind of far out. I was like, okay, let me throw it again. Let me see if he's gonna keep his hand far out there. Sure enough, happened, right? So I'm like, okay, well, let's get him to look at something else. Jab up top, get him to react. Go down low. I mean, nobody's home. Nobody's home. Hands are down. Cow. All right. And you just did it for yourself right here, as a matter of fact. You did basically the same thing I did. Watch here. Do a jab, nothing. Do a jab, nothing. Jab, I catch it. Jab, I catch it. That was like 4, right? 5. Look what you did here. After that 5th, give me the react up top again. Boom, threw the right to the body. That's textbook boxing, bro. Good job. That's what boxing is right there. Get a person to think. You're not trying to hit the person. You're trying to get a person to think, overthink, analyze. How do you get a person to think? You throw your hands, right? Because what are people thinking about the most? I don't want to get hit, or what is he going to throw, or what can I throw? You know what I'm saying? That's what a person is thinking continuously, right? And the more a person thinks and stays into their head, the more problematic it becomes, right? Let's see. So at this point, now I'm trying to get back into flow, if you will, where I'm not necessarily working. And again, when it comes to flow, there is really no such thing as mistakes. And this is really something hard. Like, this is something that I don't really like saying out loud because I feel like people get the misconception or the notion that I'm saying that you should get to this point in your career. Like honestly, I feel like every boxer at one point or another has felt this way in their boxing journey where they can just literally flow and nothing hits them. Nothing hits them, but they can hit their opponent easily. Right? Doesn't matter what position I'm at. So this one I just want you to watch. Like really, really watch. Don't necessarily watch the punches or anything like that. Watch the movements. Watch how the body moves. I had to cut that because it got a little tired, right? Again, watch how the body moves. Don't think fighting, think mentality, right? I mean, at this point, yeah, I know you're gassed. So it's like, okay, what do I want to do? Flowing side to side. Notice how it's almost just like it's like me literally flowing within the dance right here, right? Like, bro, like literally, if you can take thought out of it, bro, you move so much faster. When you take thoughts out of it and you just allow your body to react, you can literally have moments like this, right? So you see here, again, I'm not even trying to make contact. My job is just feeling, right? I could throw the right hand, you threw yours, I could throw my left hand and just, I had to pull back because I felt that left hand I was going. I felt that thing going, so I had to pull that back. Same thing here, right? Again, low lead hand is down. My feet are flat. I have just those two that could have been up, could have ran right into that right uppercut, and then right into that left. Yeah, but this is how I know you tired right here. Because now you're thinking like, look how you threw that punch, right? Hold on. All right. Look how you throw this next jab. This is how I know you're in your thoughts. Look what happens here. Right? Just that little bit of turning your head away. Right? Look at that little jerk that happens, right? You throw your jab, and what are you doing? You backing up. And what happens is the reason why that happens again because you see my jerk, right? It's that little bit of just that little bit right here gets you to jerk and pull away from your jab that could have landed. Look where it's at. My head was right there, but because you pulled back, now you take away even from your right hand. Look at it. That's how I know we're in our thoughts. Slows you down. Now it doesn't matter. Again, this is where it doesn't matter what you throw. Notice how I'm already off balance, but yet nothing. When in flow, it's very hard to have any mistakes. Because if you can hit and not get hit, then you have accomplished your job. I don't care which way you do it. I don't care if you're doing backflips or handstands. The fact of the matter is that there's really no mistakes in boxing for those who don't get hit but get hit all the time. Just that exchange there. Good rap. But no. Biggest takeaways is for this one as far as development, right? Biggest thing that we want to develop is allowing our body to do the work more so than the mind. And I know that sounds different, and this is probably different than what a lot of teachers will teach out here, right? Is that like, oh, you gotta be mental, you gotta be mental. Yet, yes, the mental aspect does come into play in a good portion of the time, but you have to reach a point where being so mentally involved, like too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Being too mentally involved and not allowing the body to just purely react off of the work that you already done previously is more of a detriment more so than it is good. So want to definitely keep that in mind. All right.